Welcome back. Let's discuss Avenue Supermarts then. Revenue were in line, but profit and margin below estimates. To discuss that stock, we are joined by Abneesh Roy, the Executive Vice President at Edelweiss. Abneesh, good morning. Thanks for joining us. Your thoughts on the numbers and what's your call on the stock now?
Sure, thanks. Good morning. So we expect near-term correction in Avenue Supermart, 4-5% correction in the near term. The street will be looking for answers on why the gross margins were low in terms of multi-quarter. There could be concerns whether the discounting war from the e-commerce players are going up. If you see versus say 1 year back or 6 months back, there is two interesting developments. So one, of course, Tatas have acquired Big Basket, and Tatas have very good understanding of retail in multiple formats. Plus, of course, a very, very credible and very large financial backer. Similarly, Grofers has now got a partnership with Zomato. Jio continues to remain extremely aggressive. And of course, Amazon and Flipkart also have a reasonable presence, although we expect it to scale up going ahead. So is the gross margin missed because of this reason or because the pandemic impacted sales of non-essential? See, whenever pandemic happens, there are embargo by the states, and that would have happened in Q1 also. And Maharashtra is a very, very important large state for DMart. And Maharashtra, of course, in wave 2, saw 65,000 daily cases for many days. So, of course, at that time, DMart would have suffered a lot. So these are the two things investors will be grappling with, whether the gross margin misses because of which reason. The analyst meet of Avenue Supermart happens once a year, so we'll get more clarity on this aspect. Second is store expansion has been decent. So in the last 5 quarters, they have added almost 24 stores. Even in Q1, they added 4 stores. And on the second aspect is the DMart Ready. Currently, they are present in the same cities as earlier, but I'm sure they will be expanding more in these cities. So that's again something more clarity will be awaited in the analyst meet. So near term, some correction, but long term, this remains a good compounding story. So that would be our view from a longer term, but near term, clearly 4-5% correction can happen.
Okay, so Abneesh, which way would you tilt? You put on the table some pros and cons. The cons being big competition from JioMart, Tata's, Amazon, etc. And your con was that DMart itself is expanding, and they have seen these troughs before. So which way would you tilt? Do you think that this is just a 1 quarter thing, or do you think competition is going to bite the margins for good?
So this is very large market, Lata. So I do see definitely in the physical retail, Big Bazaar has diminished significantly. So that's a good thing for Avenue Supermart. Second, of course, is with vaccinations picking up, especially in the urban cities where Avenue Supermart has a presence. We will see definitely that risk also being lower if wave 3 happens. The risk will be lower. That continues to remain a key monitorable. Third aspect is because of the pandemic, the real estate deals have become far more attractive. And DMart has been very aggressive on locking up such properties. So we'll get more clarity on that in the analyst meet. But I'm reasonably sure that this again will be a good thing. So taking all these into account and the fact that in Q1 also, the cost optimization in the other expense was really good. So that reduced 9% YOY and 14% QOQ. I think that was a very good achievement. So longer term, this remains one of the very good compounding stories in the consumption. Having said that, in the next 1 year, I would expect Jubilant Foods and Titan to see faster recovery. We saw that even in wave 1. So in the current scenario, Titan and Jubilant Foods will be ahead of us versus a DMart. We'll prefer those names over Avenue Supermart.
Okay, Abneesh, since we have you with us, the big story this week is going to be the Zomato IPO that opens on the 14th. In one word, would you subscribe or would you avoid?
So that our telecom analyst Pranav can answer. Okay. I can't answer on that. But Jubilant Foods, I'm seeing much higher interest because of this overall thing. If you add the market cap of all the QSRs, it is lower than the Zomato IPO which you mentioned. So the QSRs are seeing a second level more interest, and we continue to remain quite positive on Jubilant.
Oh yes, absolutely. I take your point. There was some record mentioned in some media of the number of downloads of the Jubilant app is much more than so many others.
Oh, the
so
QR
although it's a
code.
single product, if you download something else, you get a bouquet of products, but still people are downloading the Jubilant,
app.
So I take your point, Abneesh. That seems to be many people's views. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And now we have our veteran Prakash Diwar also joining us. Good morning, Prakash. Thank you very much. Hope you're safe.